Hi friends, this week I'm going to be reading you books about insects. So today I'll read you a book just about all insects, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I will pick specific insects for us to learn about. This week you will not be doing an insect adjective page, or you will not be using Pebble Go to research an insect. We are going to just be reading books about insects and learning about insects through books. So the name of this book is called Insects. The table of contents says the animal kingdom, page 4. What are insects, page 6. Insect life cycle, page 16. Small size, big impact, page 18. Incredible insects, page 20. Glossary, page 22 to learn more, page 23. And then the index, page 24. So that's a sneak peek of what we're going to read about. The animal kingdom. All animals belong to the animal kingdom. They are divided into many smaller groups of related animals. So we've been studying animal groups, and those are the smaller groups that it's talking about. So we learn about birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, and then we're talking about insects this week. What are insects? Insects are one of the three main classes of arthropods. So arthropods is bolded. So what we're going to do is go on the back and see what that means, that they're an arthropod. It means that invertebrates that have divided bodies and 3 or more pair of jointed legs. So their bodies are divided, and we're going to learn about how their bodies are divided, and we'll get to see a picture of what jointed legs look like. So that is why these insects are called arthropods, because of their body and what they have. Arthropods do not have a backbone, so they're not vertebrates. They are invertebrates with exoskeletons. So exoskeletons is bolded. So let me go to the back to where exoskeleton is. And an exoskeleton is a hard protective covering on the outside of the insect's body. So it has something hard on the outside to help protect its insides. Now, the picture says the animal kingdom, and it says vertebrates. Here are examples of animals that have a backbone: amphibians, birds, mammals, reptiles, and then fish. Then we have arachnids, crustaceans, and insects are animals that do not have a backbone. They are invertebrates. Insects are cold-blooded. Their body temperature match their surroundings. So we just learned about amphibians, and remember, amphibians were cold-blooded too, and so are reptiles. Some insects huddle together or stay warm in the cold weather. Others become dormant. So let's see what it means when some insects can become dormant in the winter. That means they become inactive. So they're not moving around like they used to in the winter. An insect's body is divided into 3 parts. So remember, it said that they're arthropods because they're divided. Their body's divided. So now we know their body's divided into 3 parts. So here are the 3 parts. They are the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. So I'm going to point because the author labeled this insect. So here's the head. Here's the thorax right here. And here's the abdomen, this whole area. So those are the 3 parts that insects have. The head, which is right here, includes eyes and 2 antennas, and I'm pointing to show you where the antenna is. They have 6 jointed legs, and they're attached to the thorax. The abdomen contains the stomach. So let's look at the abdomen. Here's the abdomen, and then here's the 6 jointed legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it says that they're attached to this thorax right here. A hard exoskeleton covers and protects an insect's body. Throughout life, insects shed their exoskeletons and grow new ones. So as they're growing, they have to shed that exoskeleton, and then they'll grow a new one. So look, the author is showing how this insect, you can see that they're shedding their exoskeleton. Most insects have wings. They are the only arthropod that can fly. Flight allows monarch butterflies to migrate. It also lets bees move pollen between plants. The insect life cycle. So you'll see that the author has labeled parts of the life cycle. So we have the larva, the pupa, and the adult. All insects have at least 3 stages in their life cycle. These are egg, larva, and adult. So larva is bolded. Let's see what larva means if we don't know. Larva means a worm-like baby insect that hatches from an egg. That's still when it's a baby after it's hatched from the egg. Some insects also have a pupa stage. A pupa goes into hiding as it changes from a larva to an adult. So let's see what pupa means. Pupa is the 3rd stage of life for some insects. Small size, big impact. Most insects are tiny. However, some stick insects can grow to be 14 inches long, and this is a stick insect on the person's hand. So 14 inches long is a little longer than a ruler, like the ruler you used for measuring last week. All insects are big when it comes to the food chain. They are a major source of food for many other animals and sometimes one another. So here it says incredible insects. The largest insect is a beetle. The fastest flying insect is the green darner dragonfly. And here's a picture right here of the green darner dragonfly. The heaviest is the Goliath beetle. And here's a picture of the Goliath beetle on the bottom. The loudest is an African cicada. The longest lifespan, the insect that can live the longest is the African mound-building termite. And the insect that lives for the shortest amount of time is the mayfly. And so here's a glossary, and to learn more, it says at the library, here's some books you can check out, or on the computer, here's some websites you can go to. Now, in this book, I learned so much about insects. What's one thing that you learned? I learned that insects are invertebrates. They don't have a backbone, but they have an exoskeleton, a hard shell on the outside. Now, are these warm-blooded or cold-blooded? They're cold-blooded. And what did it say about their body? Can you tell me one body part that they have? They have an abdomen. So you could have said abdomen, or the thorax, or the head, the antenna, or the jointed legs. So tomorrow, we will read a book about a specific insect. Bye, friends.